Welcome to a new year and a new episode of The Discussion. And you are now rocking out with CJ Dub, the bad guy, alongside the good guy, self-proclaimed.
Come on, you gotta throw that in there. I thought you said New Year.
Mr. Edel.
You said New Year, New Year. Yo, it's your boy, man, Edel, the self-proclaimed good guy, man. I'm here, man. Always eager to entertain, baby.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What's up, brother?
You know, man, I'm just here, man. I'm having a good time. I'm happy to be here. It's a new year, new things on the horizon, trying new things, doing new things. So, you know what? I'm open, baby, to it all.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Happy New Year, man.
Yo, Happy New Year to you, too, as well, man. Did you let out the cannon out here in front of the door?
Well, not in front of the door.
But you let the cannon out.
You know.
Block, block, block.
We do.
Okay, well, that's what it is, man. That just lets the people know on the show, don't pull up over here, because we strapped. You know what I mean?
How was your New Year, man?
Oh, man, I brought it in, man. You know, drinking, man, you know. I brought it in doing my thing. I brought it in just, you know, kicking it with my fam. You know what I mean? I did go to Durham. I headed to Durham. I did go to Durham, kicking with some folks and some good people. You know what I mean? That was it, man. I ain't do much of nothing.
That's what's up, bro. Well, you know, I brought it in actually at work. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. Stop it.
Yeah, bring it in at work. So, you know, according to the legend,
You getting money this year.
I'll be working all year. You heard?
Hey, look, man. There's definitely nothing wrong with working every year, all year round. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, shout out to you, man, and shout out to the people, man, that's out there for the New Year's Eve, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. And if it's your first time tuning in, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get your notifications each and every time we drop new content. And by the way, is the PayPal pinned above?
Come on, man, stop it. You already know.
Okay, the
Straight
PayPal
up.
is pinned above. So if you want to make a donation towards a worthy cause, like hoodies for the homeless, shout out to Nisi, Heather, and the whole team. If you want to make a donation, you can do so via PayPal, and you can also do it via Cash App at $CJ Dub and $23A Rick, which we all know is the only time you can call that brother by his real name.
So look, man, you out there, man. You want to donate to a good cause, man. We here, man. We ready to come to the neighborhoods. We ready to provide for the community, our own community as well. So look, man, don't forget to donate to the show.
So, do you have any New Year's resolutions, man?
No, I don't.
None? Not one?
I don't.
So, do you have a goal for this year right here?
I mean,
Let's say that.
I think that my goals are probably pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? Is to continue doing the work that I've been doing, continue pushing forward, continue elevating myself in the media game, continue elevating myself in supply chain management. My goals are the same. I just want to do better for my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to do better than I did last year.
Exactly. And you know what's funny is, you know, my goals are the exact same as yours, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Another blessed year. We in here, man. You know, the discussion, man, we hit back for a season 2, right?
Day 1, man. Wow, it's been a minute, yo, since day 1.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Yo, I'm just with you. I'm shouting out with you since day 1. The people that's been here since day 1, because guess what? We do have those people. You know what I mean? That's been here since day 1. You know what I'm saying? And rocking out with your boys. So we are grateful and thankful for that.
Okay. And speaking of day 1s, one of our day 1s got the winner, won the daily Facebook scroll. Do you want to know who that is?
Come on, man. Who is who we got today, man?
Yo, shout out to Meek Wills.
Willie?
Yeah, shout out to Meek Wills. Definitely a day 1, one of our biggest supporters. And she caught my attention today, about 4 hours ago to be exact. And she said, one thing about me, I don't care enough to hate on anybody. Really, I do not give a pluck.
Woo! She was coming in hard.
What you got going on? I wish everybody the best and keep it moving. Just leave me the alone.
Hey, look, she wants you to leave her alone, just like a lot of other people want you to leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? But in other words, Meek Will said, mind your damn business. Stop worrying about what I got going on, what I'm doing over here, because guess what? I'm still good, whether you worried about me or not.
Yo, do you know what the best thing about this post was?
What's that?
At the end, she said, thank you and send out love.
That's what it is. Sometimes you gotta be harsh. You know what that remind me of? That post remind me of? You getting a spanking, and then your mom saying, "I love you."
True.
So Meek Will's just spanked the people on social media, and then told them, "I love you."
Yeah, pretty much.
Shout out to Meek Will.
Shout out to Meek Wills, man. Very, 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 very real post today.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So look, without further ado, man, I think we need to jump right in, man, because look, you got some stuff here, man, that I know you burning up for this right here.
Well, first things first, man. I want to hop right into this Antonio Brown situation.
Okay.
Before we go any further. Let's see here. Where do we begin? You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, Antonio Brown is a wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who yesterday during the football game versus the New York Jets, he decided that he was going to leave the game. Mm-hmm. He did something that was unprecedented that I've never seen done personally. Mm-hmm. He took off his shoulder pads and he took off his shirt and proceeded to jog, wave, and do other antics as he was leaving the field.
Yeah, he did.
This is the most interesting part of this, and I just got to keep it 100, man. Okay. I'm sick of y'all niggas, man. You know what I mean? Like for real. And this is the sad part about it. Like, I see a lot of people defending celebrities,
right,
and their negative behavior,
right,
but will not defend a brother which they see every freaking day.
Right.
The boy is an idiot, man. He's unprofessional.
Right.
If he got kicked off the team, he deserved it. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn bonuses, right, or none of that right, mess. It makes no sense for y'all to sit up here on social media and defend that nonsense, man.
Right, because that was some straight nonsense.
And that's the sad part about it. It's like, in this day and time, man, what social media has done, man, it allowed people that shouldn't be talking to have an opinion.
Right.
For their opinions. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they're doing it for trolling purposes or whatever the case may be. I hope it's trolling. I hope y'all don't really feel like this dude who got kicked off the pitch, like this is his third, fourth team.
Right.
In the very beginning, he was being convicted of rape or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so wherever this dude go, it's a black cloud that follow over him. I wish every black man the best. Let me just say that.
Right.
I want to see all my brothers succeed, but damn.
Right.
Sometimes a brother is wrong, man.
Yeah, he was dead wrong for this, man. And look, watching the whole debacle play out like that, you know what I was thinking? The first thing I was thinking, is this nigga really crazy? I mean, you just literally walked off, took off your shirt, threw it. Look, you know what I'm eager? I want to know what transpired for him to do that. Like, was it, look, me, knowing Antonio Brown, he didn't get the football, he didn't get the pass, or whatever happened. Whatever it may be, he upset about it, and I think that it's his last time. I think that was his last game in the NFL, me personally. Look, you can keep the accolades, you can keep talking about his bonuses, and people on social media can try to defend this guy. You cannot defend a habitual line stepper.
Yo, it's like, man, I sat back when it happened, right? The first thing I said is, yo, I'm about to count how many Negroes during defend this shit. And I was almost correct with my number. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, because I went through that with Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, listen, man. Like, I get it, man. I love my people. You know what I mean? I go to war for my people. I die for a lot of my people. But yo, when niggas is wrong, man, they wrong.
Yeah, he just, that was a childish move. See, sometimes you could be in a grown man body and be childish mentally. And he is mentally, he's not just childish, he's mentally challenged. Cause I just didn't understand like that move, man, the whole move, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then my thing, like, look, okay, I'm gonna read a comment from Arnold Green. This is the message that I've been trying to convey for the longest when it comes to black people, black athletes, and people in the black community. He said, "We as black people won't stand up for justice, Kaepernick, but will stand up and support foolishness."
That's a fact. Yo, if I could give Arnold a round of applause, I would.
A round of applause for Arnold, man. A round of applause for Arnold, man. A round of applause for Arnold, man. Because that was well said.
Yeah, that's a whole fact, man. I get tired of it, man. It's like, like I said, man, I go to bat for my brothers, man. Anytime it's a real cause,
right,
to stand up for something, I will. But I'm not sitting up here, I'm not defending Antonio Brown and his nonsense, man.
Right.
And y'all need to cut it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually losing respect for some people. Right. Like people I have respect for. When I see them out here defending that bullshit.
So what? Hold up. First of all,
over and over.
This is my. How can you defend something like that? Like what reason? Looking at that, just even knowing Antonio Brown, the history, how could you defend that?
I mean, what they were trying to say is the Bucks were preventing him from reaching certain goals, so he won't get the bonuses. Like that was the catalyst for this.
That man had 10 passes the game before that, 136 yards.
And he refused to go in the game.
What?
He refused to go in the game.
He didn't want the target then.
So if he refuses to go in the game, whose fault is it?
Antonio
Brown's.
Antonio Brown.
It's not the Bucks' fault that he created a fake COVID card and missed games.
Right.
Let's just stop the bullshit, yo. Like y'all really. I done fell way back. Yo, if you notice, I don't even really.
Look, you trying to get it out. You like this? You ready to give it in?
Yo, listen,
go ahead and let it out. It's a new year. Let it rip.
I don't even be on social media like that because I get irritated quick. Like when I be seeing this stuff, yo. Like I don't even be. Y'all killing my fun, man. I just like to pop up, have fun. Come on, man. I see all this Antonio Brown defense.
Right.
You know, a bunch of Johnny Cochrans out here defending Antonio Brown, man. Y'all cut it out, man. Y'all corny for that, yo.
Yeah, but you know what? And all actuality, let me say this, man. You know how much we love to see our black athletes and black entertainers, especially, just rise and do different things and make different moves. His attitude, because of his attitude in his game of football, I think that even outside of football, people may not even want to work with him. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's bigger than just football. I mean, look, he's supposed to be representing his team, his family, and his culture. I think that he didn't do that well, and he's always had these troubles that's carried over with the woman and the rape charges or whatever they were, and just a plethora of other things that Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I wasn't laughing at you.
I get it.
Yo, shout out to Al Hart, man, who always has an interesting comment. That's my dude. But he says, "See y'all clowning the black man, but letting the white man off the hook." The stories coming out saying bro didn't feel healthy enough to play, but the coach gave him an ultimatum.
Hold up. If he didn't feel healthy enough to play and he was out for those, how many weeks? 2 or 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
He was out 3 weeks. Now that's on him to train and keep himself in shape and keep himself trained and ready to go. That's on him. That has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do with his attitude. If that was the case, he should have felt like he said, look, I got a family emergency and I won't be able to make it to this game. If that was the case. There are other ways to handle that. You know what I'm saying? And he just didn't handle it well. That's all to it. So I don't think that's like you letting people say we letting the white man off the hook. I think that, look, in this day and time, we got to start holding each other accountable anyway.
Yo, that's a fact, man. Listen,
you got to hold your brothers accountable.
I'm not defending that nonsense, man. You know, just the same way I ain't like the Sha'Carri Richardson stuff, man. I'm not defending none of that. Like, you know what I mean? I put it to you like this. I don't speak on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I just won't say nothing about it. But will tweet or post anything about it.
Right.
But when I come on this show, I'll let y'all know how disappointed I am in y'all niggas for defending it.
I mean, look, I just
that's what I do.
Listen, I just can't in good conscience defend that. You know I love Antonio Brown, one of the greatest athletes, one of the best wide receivers that's ever touched on the field. Look, it was never a question about his work ethic and him, like they say, betting on himself. I think that he just needed an adjustment and an attitude problem, and he thought it was all about him. The same way in Pittsburgh, before he left, you see, he was angry at Juju Smith. Remember when they drafted Juju Smith Jr., Senior, whatever his name is, and he was getting the more targets from Ben Roethlisberger and catching more balls. It was a problem then. So I just think that, look, since his last 2 years in Pittsburgh up to now, it was out of control. He was on a down spiral.
And Brother Al, for the record, man, I'm not going to sit up here and let you spread false narrative about CNE because I don't have to say it, but I don't defend many white people. You heard?
You do.
Anybody who know me,
they say I'm the white man defender. That's what they say.
You're not going to get a lot of that from me. Matter of fact, I might go harder.
Right.
To be honest. Matter of fact, I seen something today I posted last year about Stephen Collins on this very day.
Yeah.
With his pedophilish ass.
Real. Yeah.
Seventh Heaven still on television. Something needs to be done.
Right. Somebody else needs to say something and stand up and say, hey, hold up. We have Seventh Heaven stars
who openly admitted to being a pedophile.
Right.
On national TV.
Right.
At least Bill Cosby said I didn't do it.
Right. And look, I don't like when people start trying to see, and this is what makes it hard to actually hold your community accountable, and people in your community accountable when people start saying, "Why you getting on the black man?" Or why? Look, these are not attacks on black people or black athletes or black people or the black community. This is it should be a wake up call.
Yo, these niggas is corny, man. Antonio Brown he an idiot for what he did. Point blank, period. He's done it over and over and over and over. Damn, y'all gonna defend this dude every time?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In some type of way. Like, yo, really? The best y'all could come up with is the Bucks was trying to stop him from getting his bonuses. We can move on from this, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm disappointed in y'all niggas, man.
You better stay off the radio and the TV, man. Talking about Antonio Brown, defending him, man. The guy. Listen. Hold on. I'm not gonna go out and call him a whole bunch of names and give him a vicious tongue lesson. But think about this. Look, why not hold the people in your community accountable? I just don't see why we won't do that. Like, it's hard for us to actually hold each other accountable. Say, yo, bro, you wrong. You wrong for that. Look, Antonio Brown is wrong for how he behaved on his field. Look, if I was his parents, I'd be ashamed. I'd just be like, damn, bro, really? Is it that serious? You took that, whatever happened, you took that serious. And let's say if it was a health scare or something, he didn't feel healthy enough to play. Look, come on, man. You shouldn't even been in practice that week. I'm saying, you shouldn't even been in practice all week long. Preparing.
So let's hop right into, first of all, we gonna wish Antonio Brown the best.
Wish
in
his
his
best,
future
bro.
endeavors.
Right. Get you some help. Get some help.
And indeed, it hasn't been confirmed yet that the Bucks let him go. So
no, it has been confirmed.
They confirmed it, so they did let him go.
Yeah, Bruce Arians got on TV and said he's no longer a Buck.
No.
You talking about the organization?
The organization hasn't. From my understanding, they haven't let the man go yet. So
I'm telling you, right now on the show today,
I would, me personally, his ass would be fired.
His ass fired. He should be.
But if they choose to keep him on the team, salute to him. But if I owned the Bucks, his ass would have been fired yesterday at 6:45.
AM call. What a long one.
Black or white. If he was white, he'd still be fired. He might have been fired before he took his shoulder pads.
No. If he was a white man that did that, he wouldn't be fired. Now he just was having a bad day.
I'm talking about if I own the Bucks.
If you own the Bucks, yeah. If you own them, yeah.
Yeah.
I own them, they'll be gone too.
Yeah,
but they own the Bucks though.
The first time he said I ain't going in the game, fired.
The coach called him. Hey, he's not going in. Hey, Duff's not going in the game.
He don't go in the game, fired. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's crazy.
So let's get into the headliner, man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Was C Delores Tucker right?
Woo! Can I talk about that first?
First of all, let's give the people some insight.
Okay. On why you saying it?
On who C Delores Tucker
is.
Because we might have some babies in here. And first, before we get into this, I want to say rest in peace to C Delores Tucker, who died on October 12, 2005. C Delores Tucker was an American politician and civil rights activist. She had a long history of involvement in the American civil rights movement. From the 1990s onward, she engaged in a campaign against gangster rap music.
Right.
Tucker dedicated much of her last years condemning sexually explicit lyrics in rap and hip-hop tracks, citing a concern that the lyrics were misogynistic and threatened the moral foundation of the African American community. And I'm gonna stop right there. There is no other reading that needs to take place.
Okay, break it down, Mr. Dove Love. Break them down.
That last part.
Okay.
C. Delores Tucker spent her last years condemning sexually explicit lyrics in rap and hip hop tracks, citing a concern, I want y'all to hear this carefully, that the lyrics were misogynistic and threatened the moral foundation of the African American community.
Get out. Beat it, lady.
A lot of our favorite hip hop artists went in on C. Delores Tucker. A whole lot of them.
Right.
From Tupac to Biggie at one point said something about her.
Right.
You know, a lot of people hated C. Delores Tucker.
Right.
And at the time, somebody like myself, I happen to agree with what our favorite artist was saying. 2022 version of CJ Dub.
I'm looking at it.
The 2022 version of CJ.
C. Delores Tucker, the things that she was saying. Now you got to understand, black people has never had anything or owned anything. We had to create jobs for ourselves and wealth for ourselves because our white counterparts are shutting us out and still are shutting us out to this day. People still don't believe that, but they are. You know what I mean? But that's a conversation for another day. I just think that, look, rappers, music didn't motivate me to do wrong or to get out here and hustle. I think my community was already ridden with that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Listen, and not even just the community that I lived and grew up in, but when I was born into that. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
but see, what I agree with that.
No, I'm just saying. But
I agree with that.
But see, me saying that, I'm gonna say this as well. But even though that's true, and these things have always been going on in our communities, and we just been rapping about it, just trying to get lucrative off it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that may have played a part in it. People trying to get lucrative off it and just trying to, find something for themselves. But on the flip side is, I do think hip hop has a responsibility to raise its own in its own community, right? I'm not saying everything that you get from hip hop is going to be great. It's going to be dope. It's going to be positive. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some of those things, but I just think that, look, once we get into a mode where it's to the point where this hip hop artist or this hip hop artist or this group, they don't like this group or this group for whatever reason. And my thing is to black people, why y'all hate each other? I would be more concerned about that part of it. Right. When it comes to hip hop. Why do we hate each other like this? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, but you know the answer to that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but look, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like racism and everything has messed black people and the black community mentality up so bad that they've turned on each other. We turning on each other. We killing each other. You know what I mean? Hip hop does bear the responsibility of saying, hey, look, hold up. Now, we went too far. You know what I'm saying? This is where we need to be and this is how things need to be happening. I'm just saying, look, when it comes to a lack of jobs, lack of education, poverty-stricken neighborhoods, all these things, of course the crime rate is going to elevate. Of course people trying to eat that doesn't have much are going to try to elevate. But we do have a responsibility. They have a responsibility. And that's why I always say, just like Al was saying about Tonio Brand, we got to hold each other accountable.
And I like this comment Al said where he says, poverty and poor quality of life given to working class people are responsible for increases in crime, period. I agree with that to a certain degree. Like I said, there are many factors that come into this, but I've also seen people kill other people while quoting rap lyrics or listening to rap lyrics. What brought this forth is a rapper, J Stash, locks bedroom door, kills girlfriend before shooting himself dead on New Year's.
See, and this is what I'm saying. This is just like outrageous. This is outrageous.
It comes to a point we can, and like I said, man, I love hip hop more than most people. I was the guy, and anybody who know me, know my history, know growing up. If you wanted the latest hip hop music, or if you wanted to hear artists that you had never heard before, I was the dude that bought tapes, looked on the inside, saw what these people sampled, went and bought those records.
Right.
I was a hip hop nerd.
You did. You even taught me how to do the spin on my head with the Chico stick in my mouth. Still.
And I'll be the first one who stand forward to say, you know, hip hop's influence on some of these youngins who don't have a father. They listening to these they looking up to these rappers, and the results aren't good because the music that's being pushed to the forefront is all sorts of negative stereotypes.
But that's all that's going to be pushed to the forefront by the radio. And then you got to think about the times now. So this is why it's so shunned upon, and it's so because of the information age, right? Back then, growing up, like you couldn't go to the internet and say, I'm gonna pull up this Big Daddy Kane or KRS-One, I'm gonna pull, you know what I mean, and do all of those things, right? We had an information age where people have the opportunity to make themselves and their lives and their families better, right? The information is here. There's no excuse. There's no excuse right now today. If we're gonna talk about, you know, back then in the hip hop and how it was when Delores Tucker was, you know, coming out saying, you know, how misogynist these rap lyrics were and how they were against against black women and how it made the black community look. Look, to me, that's all the rules are working for white folks. White folks want you to get up there and say that about your folks. I mean, that's just
so you.
I'm not saying.
Just let me ask you this question: Do you think, as your older self, do you want your babies listening to that type?
Nah, I don't mind it. I mean, it just depends on how age or what it is. Now, once they get older and they get into those years where I can't control it when they go outside the house and somebody's gonna play it for them. I mean,
like song. Would you approve of Sona listening to somebody like?
Man, Sona listen to Pop Smoke.
Like Cardi B.
But she listen to Cardi B. She listen to Cardi B, listen to Nicki, and I mean, look, I can't hide it. You can't hide this stuff from these kids. Even if you try to keep it from them, when they go out the house and they go somewhere else, no, they will be rebellious, but they're gonna go out the house and go somewhere else and get it. You know what I'm saying? I get you the clean version. Listen to the clean version. But still, I'm just saying, look, hip hop is what drives our community. Right? Without hip hop, imagine the amount of jobs that's gone and the crime rate that's really going back up. You got people just trying to eat, just trying to survive, and I do get it. I do get that sometimes people, I think that for the most part, most people try to use hip hop as a gateway to try to shut it down and try to make artists or the black community look bad.
Because now this is just my opinion. I look at somebody like C Delores Tucker the same way that I would look at my grandmother. My grandmother would say the exact same thing that C Delores said. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so, you know, I don't think she was just blaming the entire hip hop community for the demise of the black community, but as somebody who fought for rights, somebody who fought for, who really saw everything, you know, Jim Crow, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who lived through that was kind of looking at and seeing the influence that hip hop was having on the next generation, and said, you know what? Hip hop was so much better when Fight the Power was the #1 record.
It was.
And then when the narrative began to shift to a more street oriented, sexually explicit type of music, she was saying this is going to be detrimental to the black community, and we need to put them on notice and let them know that they they should be responsible for what they're doing,
for the outcome of these youth.
For the outcome of these youth.
Follow this. And look, look. This is look. I'm not gonna say. Look, you saying it like that, breaking down like that. She went through all that, and she did do all of that. You know what I mean? I get it. I don't disagree or get. You know what I mean? I try to look at it from another perspective as well.
Because I think it's disrespectful that, you know what I'm saying, that C Delores Tucker gets shunned, and that's mainly due to hip hop, because some of our favorite artists had a gripe with her because what she was doing was going to prevent them from selling records, but the whole time the lady was telling the damn truth.
Look, let me just say this. I don't want to see people in hip hop killing each other. I mean, you can rap about whatever you want to rap about. There's lots of things that go on in our community that we still rap about. I just think that we're still living around so much that it's just happening, but black folks got to come up out of that mindset. You got to overpower that, you know what I'm saying? And then when KRS, when Fight the Power was the #1 record, listen, let me ask you a question, a very serious question, right? And I'm gonna put you in the shoes of a white man in corporate America. I'm gonna put you as a white man that just came out of his KKK gown and won an elected official seat, right? Would you rather hear a message of telling black people to stand up to white people and fight the power, or would you rather hear the message of a black person saying he's selling drugs and killing himself? See, Delores Tucker should have been aiming that a lot of that too at those white TV owners, those news stations, all of those people.
But she did.
Man, look.
She
didn't do it good enough.
No, because she went through that. You gotta understand something. That lady was on the front lines getting bit by dogs, hit with water hoses, and all kind of shit.
Look, I'm not saying that.
If anybody we should respect and listen to, it should. Even if we don't take her advice, she should not be considered a villain in the hip hop community. You understand what I'm saying? We have villainized that lady's legacy because some of our favorite rappers had a gripe with her.
Right.
But all she wanted was the best for me, for you, and for everybody else. Just like I said, just like your grandmother would. So somebody like C Delores Tucker who hears that music and is like, I think anybody grandparent, that would be their reaction.
Man, look, you take some people that ain't been, I say if the roles were reversing, you had other people that haven't even been free 50 years or out of segregation 50 years or just was able to vote within the last 50 years, 50-something years, and things like that. You take people that's free, that's been stuck in the dungeon, man, they just gonna wild out.
And I like what Arnold Green says. Shout out to Arnold Green, who says, what black rappers do we know that's giving back to their community, schools, to help children our way? Now, I will say this, Arnold Green.
Look, come on, man. I can say Kodak Black. Kodak Black.
I don't know why I agree with the sentiment of what he's saying. He's not correct, but however, it's not enough of them doing it.
Right, exactly. So, but look, and there goes the case. But see, and here goes the thing right here. So, a rapper coming up, he's talking his spit, he doing it, he go back into his community, help out his community, and guess what? We still saying, look, it's not enough because you still rapping those same lyrics and you going back and give it to the community and you're not living like this. Well, look, he made it out. All he trying to do is just get somebody else to make it out. Look, his lyrics is his lyrics. This is what he was raised on. This is where he grew up at. This is what he see every day. If I started rapping right now about the cap out that happened in Food Line the other day over here, would that be okay? If it sells, that's, I think that hip hop is gonna always be scrutinized and looked at like that in a way. Not even just by white people, but by black people, just because older ones in a way, especially like our grandparents and great grandparents, right, that didn't like the hip hop, the bip bop, and all of that.
We shouldn't villainize her. The lady did a lot, man.
Yeah, she had courage.
She stood in the fire. She's from that era that we don't know nothing about. We don't know that intense style of racism because we didn't grow up in that era. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If you fight for something to that degree, whatever your opinion is, whether I agree with you or not, I gotta respect what you say. It's like it's like my pops. I don't agree with everything my pops say, but I listen to him and just be like, okay, whatever. I don't say, whatever, dad. Right. Like, F you, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more like a respectful, right. We're gonna agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because that's somebody's mama. That's somebody's grandmama. Right. Probably somebody's great grandma. I mean, like, look, you know what I mean? We didn't have to go at her like that.
Look, I wouldn't disrespect her because she, even while she's gone, I still wouldn't disrespect her or villainize her, right? Because what she been through was more gangster than anybody. Right. So my thing is, and I get it. So, and she probably saying, look, y'all think y'all know what's best for y'all in the black community. But y'all don't, because guess what? I stood up and got bit, water hose, beat down with billy clubs, with kids beside me, with all of these white police officers. Marching and walking. No, I'm just saying. Right? So look, seeing all of this, and look, I hate to bring this in and interject this, and this is why I keep telling people, even white people that I'm friends with, black people and the police won't be able to get along. We won't be able to be friends or bridge the gap because of that. Those incidents, it's just going to be hard to listen. I don't think it's any repair.
Matter of fact, I'm sitting on the set drinking, and C Delores Tucker probably would not like that.
Well, you know what? You better put that can down.
You know what I was going to tell you?
I was going to tell you to get you an OE.
Yo, hand me that.
Nah, son. Chill.
Yo, hand me that Ciroc over there. Can you
see that?
Yeah.
What you better do? Get drunk?
Get out the bar. Just the brown bottle right there.
This?
Yeah, that's
you gonna. Oh, brother, I'm gonna love you before I give you this.
Man, give me. So, being that I'm the only one on the set, I'm gonna pour a shot for C Delores Tucker. In her opinion.
Hey, Delores.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Delores Tucker.
C Delores Tucker.
I don't got nothing against Delores Tucker, man, but at that time in hip hop, man, that's who I was, man. That's what I wanted to hear, and I want to hide out of my way. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I did too.
But now, I'm not saying that, look, everything she does is bad. I'm just trying to merely explain hip hop as best I can. Or, you know what I mean? Why the culture is the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
And once again, let me say this, because I want everybody to be clear about what I'm saying. I'm not saying that hip hop is the cause primarily for everything that's wrong in the black community. We know what these people did to us, and I really think that we should be more understanding to a lot of things that goes on, man. It's almost like, like somebody uploading the virus and the computer going haywire. Right. I think that's what David Banner said. They gave us a virus. They uploaded a virus to the hard drive
of hip hop.
Well, not even hip hop, just the community, the black community. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They stripped us of everything. They stripped us of our religion, of our culture, of our. You know what I'm saying? And you can't repair all of that.
My point
in 50 years, in 60 years, like it's impossible.
My point exactly.
So, hip hop is not the sole primary blame for everything that's going on in the black community. However, hip hop is very influential.
Listen,
it's like when we have this conversation, we forget how influential hip hop is.
And look, and I get it. And look, but that's what it was created to be, not just to be a monetary solution. It was meant to be exactly what you said.
What's the topic? Well, we covered C Delores Tucker, and we also covered Antonio Brown. We thought Antonio Brown is a buffoon, and we gave respect to C Delores Tucker, even though I caught some resistance with that. However, the lady, she was a
pillar in the community.
She was a pillar in the black community, and I think she needs to be respected. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that took up all of our time today. So E, how you wanna close this out, bro?
So look, man, you already know where y'all can find us at, man. Look, go to your house, to your grandma's house, lift up the pillow, grab her phone, Click on it to the discussion. We right there, man. Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podcast Chaser. Look, we everywhere, man. Look, call your granddaddy up, call your cousin up, tell them turn the show on, man. We here, 6 p.m. Black folks all late all the time, so you know.
Yo, why are you stealing my lines, yo?
I'm recycling.
Yo, you can't be stealing my shit.
Come on, yo. Come on, man. I'm biting. I can't bite.
Yo, you coming over here, you stealing my shit, bro. You can't be doing that, yo. Be creative, homie.
I thought we was using it together.
Nah. Me, the bad guy, I got bad guy.
You know what, man? That's why I don't like this guy right here. And that's why I sit next to him, because he say things like this that get me riled up, and then I want to argue.
Yo,
next show, be ready.
Did you like the new